Good evening, my name is Commander Black Dragon at your service. Today's date is the 16th of the 10th 2015 and it's about 8 past 8 in the evening. Now I'm just going through voice attack and so forth like this, and we're trying some things out with Astra as well. I'm slowly working with her. She's going quite nicely, I think. Tell me everything about the Asp.
The Astra Explorer was developed from the military model, the Asper Mark II that entered service in 2878. This civilian model is now a licensed built product by Reconding Spaceways and is marketed in the multi-crew range. For its size, the ship has a very generous jump range and fuel tank which allow the ship to travel long distances before refueling. The Astra Explorer is on the market for roughly 6.7 million credits. It is more often found within high-tech systems. The ship is armed with 2 medium and 4 small weapon hardpoints along with 4 utility mounts. Its internal layout is 1 size 6, 1 size 5, 3 size 3 and 2 size 2 compartments. The ship's shield generator is housed in a size 5 compartment. The ship is often used for dedicated explorers due to its open cockpit and its jump capability, where there are few ships that can keep up with it. However, if used in another role, there are often less expensive solutions like the Lacon Type 6 for bulk trading and the Delacy Cobra for combat. Both cost far less in both price and running costs. However, the Asp is still able to do both roles together with few issues.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Try again. Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome, Commander.
Can you mind meld with me?
Mind melding with
you.
Not an option.
Select. Down. Down. Select. I'm very intelligent.
Your level of intellect is irrelevant.
Select. As you can guess, we're going to be building, you probably won't guess it yet, but we're going to be, pretty good with the chef launchers and the heat sink launchers, we're going to be building a runner, basically. We're going to try to go down to a nice place, collect a lot of cargo, and try to keep going. Down. Select. 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 So this is a little bit slower than normal, but I do like it. Select. Are you a Vulcan?
I am the result of a Vulcan mind meld with an artificial intelligence, complicit with Vulcan traditions and arguably more efficient. However, I do not practice the many rituals associated with Vulcans. It would be illogical. This is because I do not have to consider controlling my emotions. I simply don't have them.
Is it logical to assume? Is it logical to assume? Okay, let's try this again. I will live long and prosper. We'll go for that one.
You might live long, and indeed prosper. I, however, will live indefinitely. In terms of what I am, an artificial Vulcan intelligent entity. Note the word intelligent, curious.
I have to do kind of funny actually using this one. Down. Down. Select. Is it logical to assume? Is it logical to assume? Try again. Is it logical to assume? That's not work. Is it logical to assume? It's a hard word to get that. Assume. She does it when she wants to. Is it logical to assume? Is it logical to assume? Is it logical to assume? Okay, I'm not very good with that one. We'll try some more quotations. In terms of quantum theory, what is an atom? What is an atom? Okay, some things she doesn't seem to like to work with, but we're getting there slowly. Now we're going to quickly also do all these things at the same time. Is it logical to assume? Is it logical to assume? No, it doesn't seem to want to work sometimes. Okay, I'll try a simple one. I fear nothing. See, I might be talking too early too. I fear nothing.
Irrational fear is a construct of an undisciplined intellect. Fear is among the strongest and the most violent of the emotions.
Interesting. Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now, as I'm selecting ahead, we're going to pretty much aim most things. Select. So as I said before, it does take a little bit of time when you're doing stuff here. So I'll probably just quickly go forth and do this because we're going to buy cargo yet. And I just want to make a quick video of setting this one up and have Astra in the background having a little chat with Astra. I do hope you like these videos. So I hope you do like it. If you do, please subscribe. I'll try something else. Tell me a random constellation.
Telescopium is a minor constellation in the southern celestial hemisphere, one of 12 created in the 18th century by French astronomer Nicolas Louis de la Gale. Its name is a Latinized form of the Greek word for telescope. One of several constellations depicting scientific instruments, it was later much reduced in size by Francis Bailey and Benjamin Gould.
Okay, so I go up to a 36, I believe, 64. Where are you? Let's have a look what other commands we can find for Astra. Oh, here we are. I feel like I am in Star Trek.
I am not Spock, and you are not Captain Kirk.
That was very quick. Is it logical to assume? Is it logical to assume? Trying to get that word right eventually. I managed to get a lot of things right in this one. It's just trying to work out where. What I have to do is try to I don't know. I'll have to sort of like try to get everything how I want it done, and yeah, it's not easy, but we're slowly going to work on this one, and we'll hope Astra works with me and it gets my voice eventually, and I can say the right things and stuff like that. But I'm slowly working on stuff, putting something aside and putting other things aside. It's like this one is a good one. Tell me everything about the Imperial Clipper.
The Imperial Clipper is a fairly new design from Guatemala. Its sleek lines and organic feel make it a ship that is easy on the eye. However, behind its apparent beauty are heavy armaments that pack a powerful punch, and the large engines give it a very respectable speed given the size of the craft. To those eligible to buy the Imperial Clipper, it costs around 22.3 million credits. Even inside Empire space, it's not very common in terms of sightings. It comes with 2 large and 2 medium weapon hardpoints and 4 utility mounts. It has one size 7, one size 6, 2 each of size 4, size 3 and size 2 internal compartments. The shield generator is housed in the size 7 compartment. Unfortunately, the ship is limited to only those pilots who gain the Imperial Naval rank of Baron. However, the ship is prized among pilots who appreciate the ship's superb defenses and cargo capacity. The ship is also popular with explorers due to the unobstructed view from the cockpit. The ship's interior and exterior are finished beautifully, as one would expect, from a ship built by the Gutenberg Corporation's shipyards.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome, Commander.
Tell me everything about the Asp.
The Asp Explorer was developed from the military model, the Asp Mark II that entered service in 2878. This civilian model is now a licensed built product by Reconding Spaceways and is marketed in the multi-crew range. For its size, the ship has a very generous jump range and fuel tank which allow the ship to travel long distances before refueling. The Asp Explorer is on the market for roughly 6.7 million credits. It is more often found within higher-tech systems. The ship is armed with 2 medium and 4 small weapon hardpoints along with 4 utility mounts. Its internal layout is 1 size 6, 1 size 5, 3 size 3 and 2 size 2 compartments. The ship's shield generator is housed in a size 5 compartment. The ship is often used for dedicated explorers due to its open cockpit and its jump capability, where there are few ships that can keep up with it. However, if used in another role, there are often less expensive solutions like the Reconding Type 6 for bulk trading and the Delacy Cobra for combat. Both cost far less in both price and running costs. However, the Asp is still able to do both roles together with few issues.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Commander.
So, here we are. That's my finished Asp being completed. I do actually like this setup. It's quite a nice, actually, setup. I'll quickly go through when we get up to it, and I like how everything is placed. I'm getting the beam, 4 beam lasers and 2 multi-cannons. Now, just double check those multi-cannons for a second. Just curious. Yep, cool. What else can we get her to tell us while we're setting up our ship here? There is more than one way to skin a cat.
This proverb, more than one way to skin a cat, is unnecessary. I'd prefer you to simply use logical vocabulary to make a point. Although I know of over 763 ways of skinning a cat with various primitive tools as well as more modern methods, no logical reason comes to mind.
So, okay. I'm just trying to work out getting all these set up, the positions of the lasers and so forth. I might leave that on 1, I don't know. Power distributor, leave the beam lasers and the multi-cannons and that on 1. Frame shift drive can stay on 1. I think I might have to, I'll leave that on 5. I think it goes to 4, so what you got to do here, the problem is with this one, you've got to make that one to go to 5, so you can then make this one to go to 5, and you can put that one back to 1. So I'm trying to make a pretty much balance. I'm using up 97% power. So let's, well, I can make them priority 2. Yeah, put that onto there. Put power distributor, keep that. Beam laser. Kind of weird how they set this up, and how this is, because now you can see a beam laser, then you got power distributor. It would be better having all the beam lasers together. Multi-cannon, I'll put that on 2, I'll put that on 2. I have to check the setup in a minute. Cargo hatch we'll put on 2. Life support is 2. I actually don't like to have that on 4 because it gives me a warning system. Sensors are on 1, of course. Chef launcher, they're all on 1. Ooh, how's he set these up? Let's put them on 3. I'm just trying to strange. Oh well, I'll have a look at it. I'll quickly modify this other program in a minute. Put them onto 2, maybe 3. Yeah, but you need those. They're priorities. Put them onto 2 at the most. Because we don't really want to lose those because they're when we're running away from something. Quickly do the fire groups, and then I'll probably leave it here because I've got to go. I've got to do some more video. I've got to do some more editing of this thing. We'll have a look. Astra, wake up.
Initiating. Voice control on.
Tell me everything about the Asp.
The Astra Explorer was developed from
reason
the
why
model.
I don't know,
The
just
Astra
had a blue
Mark II
screen
that
here
entered
before.
service in 2878.
Let's quickly go over how everything I've set up in this ship.
Built product by Reconding Spaceways and is marketed in the multi-crew range.
Now,
Fps and Size, the ship has a very generous jump range and fuel tank,
thrusters have been
which
put
allow
into
the ship
1
to
power.
travel long
The
distances
shield
before
generator we're going to put
refueling.
onto 2.
The Astra Explorer
Same
is
with the
on
shield
the
cell
market for
bank.
roughly 6.7 million
Beam laser we're going
credits.
to put on
It is
2.
more
Power
often found
distributor
within higher
should be on
tech
1.
systems.
Beam
The
laser
ship is
1,
armed with
beam
2
laser
medium
1,
and
beam
4
laser
small
1,
weapon
multi-cannon 1.
points along
1.
with 4 utility mounts. Its
All
internal
that
layout
frame
is
shift.
1 size
Drive,
6,
cargo
1
hatch,
size 5,
life support
3
4,
size 3
early
and
warning
2
system.
size 2 compartments. The ship's shield generator is housed in a
And they're all
size
one.
5 compartment. The ship
just
is
let her
often
talk.
used for
You
dedicated
have a look.
explorers due to its open
This is what I'm carrying at the
cockpit and
moment.
its jump capability, where there are few ships that can keep up with it.
Now I'll show
However,
you
if
where I'm
used
going
in
in a
another
minute.
role, there are often less
Wait till she
expensive
finishes her
solutions like the
talking, and
Lacon
then,
Type 6 for bulk trading and the
but
Delacey
look
Cobra
around, we've
for
got
combat.
on the
Both cost
on the
far
Asp is
less
really
in
good.
both price and running costs.
I'm going to run this
However,
on
the
a
Asp
triple
is
monitor
still able
setup
to do both roles together
so I
with
can
few
enjoy
issues.
the game much more. Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome, Commander.
Lights on.
Lights on.
Now, galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Now this is one good thing. Starting to work on stuff like that. We've got to search this place, don't we? And how do we? Just got to work out how we spell this place again. Is it S-O-T-H-O? Now this is where we'll be going. 555 light jump drive. 553. 53? Yeah, 53. Now I don't know anything about this place. I know where I'm going. And well, it's a long way, but we're going to go there. That's where we're going to go. I'll quickly show you out the dock, and then I'll probably shut all that off. Galaxy map. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
So yeah, it's interesting. Briefly tell me about the Asp. Briefly tell me about the Asp.
The Lacon Astra Explorer is a large multi-role craft designed for long-range missions and is well suited for the role of exploration it's named for.
Power to
However,
engines.
it is able to be used in other tasks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Power engines.
Power to engines.
Launch. Take off. Sometimes it doesn't want to do these things. It's a pre-programmed into it. Launch. Launch. Actually, before we do that, I'll quickly go through make sure I've got everything how I want it in the ship before we do that. Yeah, it's just annoying sometimes. Briefly tell me a random constellation. Tell me a random constellation.
Telescopium is a minor constellation in the southern celestial hemisphere, one of 12 created in the 18th century by French astronomer Nicolas Louis de la Gale. Its name is a Latinized form of the Greek word for telescope. One of several constellations depicting scientific instruments, it was later much reduced in size by Francis Bailey and Benjamin Gould.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Commander.
Well, she all set looks to go now. We're pretty much set. Let's try it again. Launch. Launch. Take off. Take off. Launch. See, sometimes she does not want to do certain things, or maybe she's not picking up my voice properly. I don't know. Take off. Well, we'll do it the other way. Down 2. Select. See, sometimes I've had that notice a little bit of trouble like that. But other than that, I think it's quite nice. It does have little bugs, but I just probably may have to work with those bugs. Power to systems.
Max systems.
Comes in handy, this little one.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Landing gear up.
Landing gear
coming up.
retracted.
I haven't tried this quarter pulse. No, I'm not quite sure about it. I'm not going to try the speed things yet because I use the manual speed, so it's okay. Handling wise, I think this handles quite well. Let's go. Let's boost. Boost.
Afterburners.
Power to engines.
Max engines.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Flight assist off.
Flight assist,
Flight assist off.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Flight assist on.
Flight assist online.
Now this is the beauty of this cockpit. So as we're going past Founder's World to our right here. Beautiful ship. You can actually see it. There, it's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like an Earth type planet, but the view you get around here is very, very nice. Anyway, we're going to try to engage hyperdrive. Okay, now there's a certain way to do this one. There we are. Go to hyperspace.
Engaging jump.
Drive charging.
I should get rid of the other ship voice off it too, but I kind of like her too. There we are. Watch the planet go by. We've got a 500 light year journey away.
4.
Anyway,
3, 2.
my name is Commander Black Dragon, signing off. Thank you for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. And you all have a great day now.